is Kim from Dorothy's Daughter. Welcome to my channel. This is the very last of 10 days of Christmas Crunch, and that is just kind of keeping each other company as we are getting our Christmas sewing done. So I've had a good time, and I hope you have too. Whoop. I'm going to get this pulled up here. There's so many things on my iPad that start with YouTube. YouTube TV, YouTube Studio, which is what we use for various changes for keeping track of the analytics for the channel. So, all right. So, looks like there's a couple people in here. How are you guys doing today? If you just found us, this is not my normal thing. We do this on Sundays usually, but mostly I upload pattern reviews and tutorials and that kind of thing. This is a little diversion just for the Christmas season, and it's just there's so many people on lockdown and everything that it's just so great to have a little fellowship. So that's what I've tried to do. It's been mostly sewing, but it's a lot. We've talked about everything under the sun, to be honest. But this channel is about sewing, and Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I do that every time. You'd think by the 10th one I wouldn't do that anymore. I forgot to turn. How we work life around that, and I'm just really excited because I'm not done sewing by any stretch, but I have this is the last video probably for me before Christmas, and I've recorded the last piece of the Christmas Eve service this morning. So I'm going to be able to put that to bed pretty soon and just enjoy the holiday. My family Christmas isn't until January 2nd, so I still have a good amount of sewing time left. And I have quite a few things done. So I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at. We'll see what happens next week. So let's see who's here. Hi, Sadie. I loved your picture. You know, you picture people with what they say. And I just kind of had you pictured just the way you are. You know, you look very Irish. And I really, really enjoyed that. Yeah. Hi, Teresa. Been feeling the crunch in Virginia. Yeah, it's a crunch, all right, every year. And every year I say that I'm going to I'm going to get done in November. But then all I do is make more. So I don't know what the answer is. I think the answer is to just have a giving heart and, you know, do what God puts in front of you for the season. This year, you know, it's all about homemade for us because we're not really, being my husband's unemployed, we're not really in a position to do much else. So I have been just super thankful that I have the ability to make things that people would like. So that's where I'm at. Nice to see you, Dee and Teresa and Paula. Yeah, I feel like you guys are in Verna. You guys feel like my best friends, my homies. Well, I was also going to announce that if I'm going to put today details for a Christmas Eve Zoom call that I'm going to schedule, and the only catch is I'm going to make this so that we don't get people in there that we don't want any trolls to get in there. So what I'm going to say is that the Facebook is a private group. If you're not there, go sign up and I'll let you in before I announce it. I want to put the details there. We talked about Christmas Eve and how a lot of people are on lockdown and whatnot. We thought it might be fun to just see each other and say hello. So I'm going to do that, and probably it's gonna be, I'm not even gonna say the time on here because, you know, a troll could pick it up. So watch the Facebook group. I'm going to post the invite there, and I can have up to 100 people. So I feel like that's a pretty good number for us. And if we have more than that, maybe I'm not sure what we'll do, but if I need to do a second one, if I do 10 minutes with one group and a couple other people want to, if they private message me, I'll go on for another 10. But I just like to wish each other Merry Christmas. Maybe wear something, that you made for your Christmas outfit. If you're not, you can still just do it in jeans and a t-shirt if you want to. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be dressed for the holiday at that time yet. So I may just be in a Christmas t-shirt or something like that. But I'd like to do that. And so by no means, I know there's going to be a lot of people busy. If they have somewhere to go on Christmas Eve, our church is all virtual. And if you want to see a Christmas service and don't have your own church online, you can check out. I'll actually put the link to my Christmas Eve service for our church. It's going to be nice. Of course, it would be nicer if you knew the people, but one of the things that I did was I sent a piano recording of Away in a Manger out to the kids so that they would have the key and the timing. And I had all the kids, well, not all the kids, not everybody did it. Only 5 people did it, but it was enough to record these kids together doing Away in a Manger. So, sorry, I get a little emotional over that because it just turned out so good. So I'm really proud of that. I was able to make that, with God's help, able to make that a reality. And I'm also, our worship team does a lot, and I do a very bad Sandy Patty version of Bethlehem Morning. Nobody can sing like Sandy, but I do my best at it anyway. Not as good as I used to. I used to be able to just soar with those notes, and they're not as easy to come by as they were when I was younger. Let's see. Hi, Barbara. Hello in San Antonio. Oh, I want to go back. It was warm there. Yep, got here on time. Awesome. Hey, Nancy, nice to see you. Glad you finally caught us. Hi, Karen. The name of the Facebook group is Dorothy's Daughter Community. So that's the name of the group. So just go there, and you can there's just a couple questions which have worked out really well, because if people answer the questions appropriately, like you can. 2 things I do. If somebody is vague on their answers to the questions to get in the group, I will look at what other groups they're in. If they're also in Love Notions and Patterns for Pirates or some other sewing group, I just let them in. And then I also, if they've answered the questions like a sewing person would, then I just let them in. So we've really been able to keep out, especially there's been so much negativity and a lot of groups have had trouble. We haven't had any, and praise God, and I hope it doesn't occur, but I try really hard to make sure that everybody's screened sort of before they come in. I have had to turn away a couple people, but then I messaged them and asked them to just please answer the questions. I just need to know it's not a bot or someone who's just there to stir up a controversy. So yeah, that's why I think posting the Zoom info in our Facebook group would be pretty safe. So if you're not in our Facebook group, go ahead and join, and I will let you in, and you can participate. So I think it will be really fun. Hi, Lenora. You're in Texas too. I'm so jealous. Ooh, Sadie finished the Zen pants. Cool. I haven't made those yet. And but Karen, I hope you join us, because that would be really fun. Joyce, good. I was hoping you'd put your service times available. Well, the service will air as a premiere where everybody's going to be, everybody's going to be watching at the same time at 6 o'clock on Christmas Eve Eastern. But then after that, it'll be available to watch anytime. So if you don't catch it at 6, you can certainly tune in, a little later if you need to, or even on Christmas Day, it'll be there. Hi, Geraldine. Hi, Michelle. So good to see everybody. Paula. Oh my goodness. This will be my first Christmas alone in 42 years. Strange feeling, but due to restrictions here, I can't be with my mother. Due her age and my son's place, we will be too many. Oh, that's sad. Actually, I'm not going to be with my son this year either on Christmas. They're going to Florida. He has passed his quarantine. He's been better. He only really had 2 days where he felt sick. But according to CDC guidelines, he was freed today to be out in public again. So they're flying tomorrow to Florida to be with her family, and I'm thrilled that he still gets to go. We were worried that, if his symptoms lasted longer that he might not get to, but he's cleared to go, and I'm really happy that that especially for her, that she gets to see her family. I've been praying about that because she doesn't get to see them very much, and her whole family is going to be together. So that's really important for her mom and dad. I know how I would feel if it was, tables were turned. I would be over the moon to know that everybody was going to be here. So our family Christmas isn't going to be till the 2nd, and then we'll have all the kids, grandkids here, even the granddogs. So yeah, we'll have a big old party then, and it's fine. Christmas, it's only on December 25th because that's when somebody decided it was going to be. So we can make Christmas all year if we want to. Hello, Lou. Nice to see you from Georgia. Hey, Joey. Nice to see you. Yeah, Paula, my heart goes out to you too. That's such a hard thing. But tune in so we can at least have a smile or two, and know that we're all praying that you'll have a lovely Christmas no matter what. And the thing is, the older I get, the more I realize that the parts of Christmas that I always liked growing up pales in comparison to the real meaning of Christmas. And I think you have to go, I think as you get older, that just becomes easier to see. I don't know, but I feel for you, because you know what? It's so nice when the older kids come home, and it can feel like, old times. So, yeah, I'm sure that you wish you could be with them. And I hate COVID. I hate it with a passion. I hate that I have to question, where have you been when I'm around people? Because of my 91-year-old mother-in-law, I can't take a chance of having her here, knowing that I was with somebody who hasn't been careful. And I hate that I have to ask my friends that, or, I just hate that. But that's the world we live in right now. And I'm so sorry, Paula. We will be praying for you, and that you have a lovely time somehow, some way. And maybe you can FaceTime or Zoom or something with people. But we'll be there to keep you company for a few minutes anyway. Well, thank you, Joey. I'm very thrilled that he's okay. I mean, this thing doesn't mind infecting young people, and I know now of quite a few young people who, were on ventilators or had a light case, and then now are suffering the long-term things. I pray against that for him, but it's like Russian roulette. You just never know who's going to get super sick. So that is that's the hard part about COVID. I'm going to show you, I'm going to switch to something happier and show you another pair of earrings that I cut out. I don't know, can you see them? I put red foil vinyl, and I've got a rub fray check on the edges that makes them like stay down and not look all sloppy like they still do. But that's a pair I'm going to give to a friend of mine, and I think I'm going to give 2 pairs to each person. So there's a UPS truck in front of my house, and literally they're delivering Christmas. We just got little toys for our grandkids to go with what I'm making them, and literally every single thing for Christmas is in this Amazon shop, and I keep seeing him going back to the truck and getting some more boxes. And he's got quite a load. But boy, it was a lot easier to shop that way. So much better than going out. We went out for one thing. My mother-in-law wanted to get her little boyfriend something, so my husband and I went out and picked him out a shirt at Kohl's. And I mean, no way would I do that this year. That is nuts out there. Thank you, Joey. I love earrings too. You know, I don't spend money on my clothes that much, so just fabric. But it's fun money, you know. Kind of my fun money becomes my clothes money. And so when I do ask for a lot in holidays is jewelry, because it's always fun to have nice jewelry that complements, you know, your outfit. So I love, you know, nicer costume jewelry. When I say costume jewelry, I don't mean junk, but you know, it doesn't have to be expensive to be nice. Sometimes it just matches an outfit, you know. I use the excuse that I have to take photos of my outfits, see, and then I can go buy something to go with it. I used to love Charming Charlie's because they'd have like those groups of things in a certain color, like all over the store. They'd have these like pods. I love shopping that way. So if you needed a navy blue necklace, you could go and you'd find a whole bunch of things that are navy blue all together. But they I don't know if they closed everywhere, but they're closed here. They went out of business here. So, are y'all up to fun today? Sewing. I'm between cutting earrings. Still working on the jammies. I'm embarrassed to say, just because I've been doing all these other things too. I'm making some gift card holders on the Cricut, and I am making scrunchies and headbands for some kids that are, you know, friends. And I am also making a dog sweater. I'm making the Ellie Mac dog hoodie for my grandkids. Are getting a golden doodle puppy for Christmas. They don't know it. Hopefully they don't watch this. Well, they don't watch, but they're gonna get a puppy. So I'm going to sew a sweater for them. $7 to buy or $92 to make. I love it. Oh, Verna. 6 dozen cookies and fudge. Oh my goodness. You could just be the love of my life if you brought that here. No, I'm just kidding. I love fudge though. That's my favorite thing. So I don't dare make it because I'd eat the whole pan. Colin's dress pattern. Oh, that's the child's. Yeah, that's a nice pattern. I think I have that one. Oh, that's not so fun. Phone meeting with my work all day. That's not fun. Oh, but I hope that, you know, you get some time to just enjoy yourself though. That was just telling me, Okay, now I'm gonna get a whole bunch of do-do-do-do-do-doots because all those boxes just got delivered. I want to show you something, guys. My husband brought up this little teeny tree to my sewing room just because he found it and he thought I'd like it. So I took a picture of it because it's on the other side of the room. I took a picture of it so I could show it to you guys today. It even has twinkly lights. Isn't that cool? And that's that ornament on top is my mama. Because that's where it all started. That's why, hence Dorothy's daughter. So I just thought you guys would enjoy seeing that. I thought, what am I going to put on it? And so then I got the idea that's 120-inch measuring tape that I use, but not very much, and I'm not making bathing suits anytime soon, so I used it for that. Gotta have some, yum. Yes, my daughter's baking today, and so I'll let you go because I plan to eat at your house because I'm going to her house on Christmas Day. Yes, he's a very thoughtful hubby. And I think I was like, what am I going to put on it? I was going to go steal ornaments from our tree. But then I thought, no, it can just be a temporary thread rack and scissor holder. Your macaw skirt went way too big. Oh. I just sometimes I don't think they're very consistent on the ease that they build into the patterns. I'm not sure what it is, but I've had that happen both ways. It's better that if it ends up too big, at least you can do something about it. But I've had them come out, with like almost no ease, and then you got to lose weight to wear it, So that's disheartening. I guess the only thing I can say is if it's something that is something expensive fabric or anything like that, make a muslin. I'm going to make a muslin of the octave coat for sure because the fabric, the wool that I bought, I think is regular like $40 a yard. I didn't pay that much, but it was like 70% off when I got it. So I want to, I don't want to cut into that till I absolutely know that it's going to turn out okay. Kathy Ann says, I love themed trees. My brother has a small Grinch tree in our front window. Or husband, I'm sorry, I said brother, I meant husband. I get to make him a Grinch ornament every year. Oh, that's fun. I love that. I love the Grinch. That's a very good, it's just got such a positive message. One of my favorite quotes, is when he says, it came without ribbons, it came without bows and boxes, and I don't know exactly the quote. Christmas by far doesn't come from a store. Christmas by far means a whole lot more. I love that so much. That's just, growing up, we watch The Grinch every year. We watch Rudolph every year, and it just is just a fantastic thing. Yeah, good idea, Verna. Verna says she measures the pattern itself. That's probably a good idea. And if you, I'm going to make a suggestion for fit. If you have a pair of pants or a skirt or a top for that matter that fits you really well, if you made it, dig out that pattern and measure that pattern, and then measure the difference between the finished measurements and the suggested body measurements, and then okay, maybe that's how much ease you like. So then if you like 2.5 inches, I'm just randomly saying 2.5 inches ease in the hips, so then if you measure the pattern, that it should be about that. That way you know it's going to be comfortable and not be too big. It just depends on, how tight you like things. And then with knits, you really almost want, depending on how closely fit it is, you might want even a little bit of negative ease with a knit. So I like personally just to have knits kind of just fit. That way they stretch out a little bit and they don't cling. But with wovens, you have to have ease or you can't sit down. You can't. So hard to get in and out of things, that kind of thing. So I would just measure something you already have and measure the pattern, or just measure yourself and measure something that you have and compare. And if it's something that's really comfortable, then you would know the difference between your measurements and the actual piece of clothing is how much ease that you need. Teresa says most of the big 4 patterns that I have put finished garment measurements on. Oh, they put finished garment measurements on the pattern. So maybe check there. I wish they would put finished measurements on the envelope. That's true a lot. Sometimes they're just right on a pattern piece. I've seen that too. Also, like they put apex locations on patterns, and most of the indie patterns don't. Some do. Some of Notion's patterns has the apex, and it's nice when they do, because then you can tell whether or not you need to lower the bust. Even if it's not a dart, you could still like that curve, because if you look at especially a full bust pattern, it kind of goes out right there at the bust. You could like move that curve down a little bit if you need to, because we all know that as we get older, they just go down. Not to get, weird, but that's what they do. That's what women do. So anyway, okay, Karen, I will go let you in as soon as we're done here for sure. Hi, Dottie. I just now saw your name. I saw a few things I missed up there. Gravity's not our friend. You are so right. So right. Yeah. It's not. So, but we have the ability to make things that fit. So I think that's cool. So I'm going to cut these. So when I cut these earrings out, a few of them don't go all the way through, but it's such a thin layer there. I don't know if you can see. So if you just even slip your scissors into it, and it goes right into that groove, and then you can finish cutting them. So that's, I've had to do with a couple pairs, but mostly running it through 4 times has done the trick. But I wouldn't even know where to start to cut these out by hand without having the Cricut get it started. So I'm going to make these Christmas earrings. I'll show you. I have, let's see. I'm going to wear these Christmas Day. I'm going to put one of these little trees on each earring. I think it froze. Uh-oh. Did I lose you? I don't know. It froze on my computer. So let me just show you here. You might have already seen it, but I'm going to put those little trees on the dangling earrings. And that is going to be my Christmas earrings for going to my daughter's on Christmas Day. Let's see. Paula said, I checked my pattern piece. This happens to me all the time. Big four, indie, no matter. Can it be that I'm very odd body? Um, got tummy, but no hips, inverted triangle. Could be part of it, but they should be, they should be adaptable to any woman. I don't think it's ever a pattern's fault. I mean, I don't think it's ever your fault. It's on them to make it so that it fits you, I think. So, anyway, let's see. Oh, hey, that's a deal. I'll send them to you, Verna. Just send me your address, and I'll give you mine, and I'll send you a pair of earrings. If you want trees, but you probably wouldn't get them in time for this year, so maybe I'll make it something non-Christmas. I have butterflies or roses. I've also got bees, and the trees, and I have a leaf thing too. But I like the trees for Christmas. I'll probably be making a lot of those, I think. Paula, do you make the front piece bigger than the back? Oh, that's a good idea if you have a flat rear. And with pants or skirts, you can also do the flat bottom adjustment. With skirts, maybe not so much. You really just have to maybe shallow or darts and, more form-fitting to you. But with pants, for sure, you could do the flat bum adjustment there. Thank you, Rhonda. Good to see you. Yeah, you might even, there's a McCall's Facebook group, so you might even say something on there so that they hear from real women who are, sewing up the patterns they have. Because I feel like they need to know if things aren't fitting. So. Bees are, yes, the bees are my trademark and my daughter-in-law's trademark. So I made those bees, the ones with a bee that I showed you. I made those for her. So I'm going to make some for me too, though. I haven't, this is the first pair I'm claiming, these little Christmas trees. So, but I can make more. No, it's so easy. The Cricut does all the work. So. You just have to, like I said, there's just a really thin layer. And it depends on how thick your leather is too, because like this is super nice leather. It's more like leather for bags than it is for clothes. And really, it was in a grab bag at a garage sale. I got about, I don't know, 10 pounds of leather or something. And I haven't used it really. So I thought, well, I'll make earrings. And I have, I don't know, about 4 different colors. So I wish I had more colorful ones, but this is fun. So, and I feel like these might be a little more, the real colors might be a little more wearable. So. Yeah. Thanks, Joey. Yeah, I think you could definitely make a smaller on the back side, especially with a skirt. I'd also look at the darts, I think, and make sure they're not too severe for you back there. You could take it in, if there's a center back seam, you could take, divide it into 3, how much extra you have back there, and just divide it between the 3 seams, and then take a look at the darts and make them shallower if you need to, because the darts make it go like this. And so if you make the dart shallower, it's going to be more of a gradual thing. Yeah, we do have good yard sales up here when it's not raining. this lady had posted it on Facebook, as 10 to 12 pounds of leather. Um, and I had to go pick it up kind of, out in the boonies, but I figure I'll use it on bags or accents, but I haven't used it very much. And when I saw these leather earrings, I thought, well, why not? That would make a great gift, and it isn't going to cost me a thing. So, well, ladies, it is 3:30, and I have to go retrieve my grand dog, so that my kids can leave for Florida. So we're gonna go out. I'm still not gonna go around my son today. I wish I could, but I just feel like I want to wait a little bit first. So we're just gonna pick the dog up from the yard, and we keep her all the time when they go. So she just fits right into our family. She keeps me company. She's the only one of the dogs who actually comes into the sewing room and lays down. My dogs won't. They just come in, and I'll be sewing like this. And if I don't have this table open, I'll be sewing along, and my golden retriever, the older one, will come over and just hit my hand like this. Like I can't sew. I have to lock her out. So, but Molly just comes in here and lays down while I sew. So I'm looking forward to having her for a week. Yeah, they were here again. We have I'm sure our porch is full of boxes. Uh-oh. My husband hung all of the stockings up on my mantle today, and there's so many now. We're a lot of people now. I think we have 12. The dog got demoted. They don't get it to be up there anymore because we have too many people now. Well, everyone have a blessed day. Thank you, Lenora. And I am going to head out into the remainder of Christmas preparations. And I will see you all on Christmas Eve if you'd like to join in. And if the timing doesn't work, I'm open to moving it around. I just want to be free to do my church premiere at 6, and then we're going out to dinner after to a very safe Asian bistro that probably only have a handful of people in it. So just we know the people, and it's very safe. So we're probably going to go there for Christmas Eve just because, I think it'll be nice. And I was gifted some a gift certificate for there, so we'll go and enjoy. So it'll be fun. And yeah, and then to my daughters on Christmas Day. So not a big schedule or anything. Our Christmas with our kids is going to be January 2nd. So I'm looking very much forward to that. So have a fantastic day. I've loved spending these afternoons with you guys. Thank you so much for keeping me company while I sew. And have a fantastic Christmas if I don't see you before. Merry Christmas. And remember that Jesus is the reason for this season. And I don't be offended by that if you're not, if you don't, that's not meant to make you feel bad if you're not a believer in Christ. But for me, that's what Christmas is. So at the very least, it's certainly not about shopping and boxes and presents. It's about love one way or the other. So but for me, it's about the gift, the ultimate gift that Christ gave for us. So thank you so much, and Merry Christmas. Happy sewing.